Alpha. Go.
58, right over there.
Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Hey. You ain't doing nothing.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dorsett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike, 58, right there. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Dorsett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Dorsett. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
60 outlaw.
Check 59. It's coming this way, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 59.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. He's going to float this over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike's 59. It's our field. It's our field.
Get it ready.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the wins. Hey, let's go.
Mike 59. Let's go. Mike, check. 59. He's scared.
You draw Corker.
To throw again. Bradshaw. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. The end result, 21 yards. Now Harris trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bradshaw got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Steelers have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On the 6.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You're not ready to go.
On first and 10, Bradshaw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Bradshaw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Minus 59, minus 59. Get that quarterback.
Hey, wahoo. Ready.
2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, zoo.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 26, check 26.
Running right, it's Dorsett. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable now for Woodson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On the double.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, 96. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
On the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
2nd and 4. On the crossing route, complete. It's Ward. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Hey, Delta. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. On the go.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ready, ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's get in them holes. Go.
2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie! It's a game situation. Let's go. He's coming.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Break.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Pick that.
Go. Shoot.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Go. 15.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, 96 is coming. We don't mind. Hey, Alpha.
QB drive.
Ready.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. He's crashing. He's checking.
Greystone, travel.
Back. Jack.
They'll try the left side with Dorsett. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Steelers 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Got it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Here we go.
Mike 96. Yeah, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58, come on. Double dog, that's the way. 58, boy, 58, come on.
Look at me, Zipper. Hey, Jack, now.
Yes, Mike. It's a party now.
Yep.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 50.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
$51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Quick, combine.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Push him back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
61, matchbox, right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
80 weapon.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
2nd and 13. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
QB's tracks. Let's go.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 96. Mike 96. Yeah.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. He'll rifle this one. He's got a man complete. The 40, the 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback, 97 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken short.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Bradshaw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike. Hey, Zoo. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on second down. Bradshaw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike 96. Mike 96.
5.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one... that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bradshaw. He's got Green. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Big stop, D.
Hey, Delta.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Check. Move.
58, right over there.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
96, Mike, 96.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Shoot.
On first down, Bradshaw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Ready. 30 base.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Go. Snap.
On the give, this is Dorsett. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Let's go then. 50, plant.
6-man. Check curls. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. You got nothing.
Good.
You got nothing.
Hey. High 7. 5.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's now fourth down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Ready? 60 or.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready, set.
58, Mike. He can't hang.
Hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yards. In front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Watch the run.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Green brings it in. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? Ken Lobo. Yo, cheetah. Shoot.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it'll be Dorsett. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
On the ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
Let's go, let's go. Go.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Down. 8, read.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Here I come.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bradshaw. And that is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Man, I got you.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 96. Mike 96. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But